Welcome back to the series of literary criticism. Today we are going to deal with the third Roman critic, that is Quintilian, and we'll be talking about his work Institutio Oratoria. So let's begin. Now, Quintilian was a teacher of Latin rhetoric. Now, what is rhetoric? The art of teaching. Like he used to teach about what makes a good speaker or what are the qualities of a good orator. He used to teach about that. And he was a teacher under the reign of Titus and Domitian, and he was the first teacher to receive salary for the profession of teaching. Now, after his practical experiences of teaching, he came up with his work. The name of his work was Institutio Oratoria. Institutio Oratoria, wherein he talks about the qualities of a good orator or a good public speaker. In this work, he emphasized on development of morality among the orator. He said that a public speaker, other than being a good speaker in public, he must also be a good citizen, a good and a responsible citizen of the country. There should be the main aim of a speaker must be development of one's own character and mind, and along with that, he should also be a professional and competent speaker. This work, Institutio Oratoria, this became a major contribution to educational theories and literary criticism later on. Now, this work was basically published posthumously and it has around 12 books. The first and the second book, it just presents a general observation on educational principles and also gives an insight on human nature. To be specific, in book number 1, Quintilian talks about stages of education, that is the entrance of a boy in a rhetoric school and how he grooms himself. And then in book number 2, he talks about how this particular student's mind starts developing, that stage of his education. Then from book number 3 to book number 9, and then book number 11, that is excluding book number 10, 3 to 9 and 11. In those books, he talks about 5 traditional departments of rhetoric. And what are these 5 traditional departments? You may write it down. Number 1, invention. Number 2, arrangement. Number 3, style. Number 4, memory. And number 5, delivery. Along with these 5 traditional departments, he also talks about the nature, value, origin and functions of rhetoric. So basically it discusses rhetoric in all these 3 to 9 and 11th chapters. He talks about, he goes through each and every this department in detail. Then in book number 10, he talks about, he gives a list of all those well-known and important authors, Greek and Latin authors, whose books and speeches a young orator must go through in order to practice and learn. And then finally, in book number 12, he talks about the actions an ideal orator must follow, the rules an ideal orator must abide by, the characters he must carry, the style he should carry, and then he also talks about when an orator should retire. Now, a fine example of a good oration, a good speech is Antony's speech from Julius Caesar, wherein Antony defends Caesar and charges Brutus of murdering Caesar. So that's all about Quintilian's Institutio Oratoria, and this came as a question in June 2014, wherein this name of the book was given and the author was being asked that Institutio Oratoria is a book written by the name of the writer is Quintilian. So that's it all about Quintilian, the third Roman critic. So like that, we have completed our list of Roman critics. We have already discussed Horace, Longinus and Quintilian. And from tomorrow onwards, we're going to start with our Middle Age critics, and we'll be dealing with Philip Sidney. So that's all about it. Thank you.